Hello, and once again, welcome to Rostrevor Area News Byte on the first Wednesday in the month of September. And there is no doubt about it that autumn has come in with a roar, and summer is only something now we can look at in the rear view mirror. But we live in hope that this year will soon come to an end and we'll get back to some sense of normality for 2021 and possibly a good summer to go along with it. So we'll start this week, as always, with the Sembrona's GAA club notes, and for that I will go over to Richie Reynolds.
Hello and welcome once again to Sembrona's GAA club notes for this week, Wednesday the 2nd of September. Firstly, I'd like to start with the senior ladies championship news. Our senior ladies had another great victory on Saturday evening at home to Carryduff B. It leaves them undefeated for the season, and they'll now play Dundrum in the final group game this Saturday at 6:30. A victory on Saturday will see the ladies take their place in the A final the following week. So well done to Marty Keenan and his panel of senior ladies, and best of luck on Saturday. Hopefully we'll see you in the A final the following week. Of course, our senior men are also in championship action this weekend. Rostrevor will play Cuckoo in Park Esler at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. The game will be streamed live on parktv.com. Ticket allocation has been used up, but there is a reserve list, so anyone who would like to be on the reserve list if a ticket becomes available, please contact Secretary Dermot Baxter as soon as possible. Best of luck to both our senior teams in championship action this weekend. A couple of our underage teams had good wins over the last few days. Our under-16 ladies had a great victory away to Cuckoo, and our under-15s got a good victory away to Byte on Thursday evening. Unfortunately, our under-17s were beaten in the quarter-final of their championship last night by Bryansford. Our thanks to Aidan Murdoch, the rest of the management team and the boys for the work they've put in over the condensed season. A reminder to anyone attending our games, whether it be a Park Esler, at an away ground, or a Pettit Park itself, to adhere to the social distancing protocols that are still in place. It's vitally important that we adhere to these and that all our facilities remain closed so that our games can continue, and indeed that spectators are still allowed into our grounds to watch the games. So we appreciate the cooperation so far of everyone who has been involved, spectating, managing, playing, and we just ask you to continue this. It was reinforced by the County Board and the GAA earlier on this week. So hopefully we can continue to have our games and spectators at it if everyone keeps in line to the agreed protocols. Our lotto result and winners are on the screen now. The winning numbers last Thursday were 4, 21, 25 and 30. There was no jackpot winner, so this week's jackpot on Thursday, tomorrow, will be £4,000. Thank you again to all of our sellers, and don't forget you can buy our tickets online at the Club Funder link. A link will be posted on the social media channels later on today and into tomorrow. Finally, for this evening, I would just like to pay tribute to Sonia McPolin, who sadly passed away last week. Sonia is wife of Jerry McPolin, who is a great supporter and friend of our club. So on behalf of the club, we would just like to wish the McPolin and Murphy families our deepest condolences. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you at this very, very difficult time, and may Sonia rest in peace. Thank you very much. That's all of our club notes for this week. We'll see you again next week.
And thank you once again, Richie, for that roundup of what's happening in Sembrona's GAA club. I would just like to add my own condolences to Jerry McPolin and his family on the passing of his wife, Sonia. And also best wishes to both senior men and ladies teams as they look to progress in the championship this coming weekend. Now, I did mention it there a few minutes ago. We're now into September, and that, of course, means the schools have reopened after a 5-month hiatus. Of course, for the primary 1 children, starting for the first time the past 5 months, there was nothing out of the ordinary for those children. So it's a very exciting time for them all. And my very best wishes to them. I know there's 37 children starting in Sembrona's school, and just looking at the diary, this is the the 4th September now we have opened the gates in the new school, and the place is just continues to expand and grow year on year, and it is a great testimony to the teaching, the quality of teaching, the quality of the school, and it really would do your heart good to see that school thrive in the way it is. And so my best wishes to all the children and parents and teachers for the 3 schools in the parish: St Bronagh's Primary School, Kilbrony Integrated Primary School, and Killowen Primary School. And let's hope that everybody doesn't take too long to settle in. And of course then post-primary children are all back as well, sitting in Rostrevor this morning at 8 o'clock waiting for a school bus. It was like the middle of winter. It was dark, it was wet. Now it wasn't cold, but it is absolutely amazing how quickly we have parked one season within the space of a week and gone into the autumn. So best wishes on a safe return to everybody in post-primary school as well, who are returning to a much changed environment from that which they left in March. But no doubt everyone will adjust, as Richie touched on it there during the club notes. This COVID thing is going to be with us for the foreseeable future, and I mean, like there's just things that we have to, adjustments we have to make. It's become the new norm. But I know children in the post-primary schools would be mature enough to be able to operate around those additional mitigation measures. Now, I just seen a post up last night from a local resident, Louise Fagan. Louise Fagan, Nee Morgan, of course, daughter of Jimmy. And it was in relation to the youth club. And again, a COVID-related matter this. The registration for the new youth club season was last night, September the 1st, and tonight, September the 2nd, between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And incredibly, the club have decided that there will be no additional members signed up this year. So it's just a re-registration of past members. And I suppose that's just to keep control of the numbers, and the numbers that the supervisors and the leaders are able to manage on any given night. So hopefully that all runs smoothly enough, and any child who is not a member of the youth club and does wish to join in the future won't have too long to wait until that happens. And final story tonight, Cahill, relates to a much used right of way between the Newtown Road in Rostrevor and Kilbrony Valley. And I was actually shocked to be told that on a quiet day there'd be 40 to 50 people would use this right away. So that equates to hundreds of people per week. Now, I've been lobbied in all my time as a councillor. I probably would have been lobbied on this 3 to 4 times a year, every year. And the issue has always been that I couldn't get any statutory agency to take charge of this or take ownership of it, because the right of way was both unasserted and unregistered. So not to be deterred, I don't mind telling you, I engaged a local contractor who also was a very close family relative of my own. We went down to take a look at it to see what could be done. And we got stuck into it. Well, he got stuck into it along with a number of the local residents last Saturday morning. Now, the plan was we picked a bank holiday weekend on purpose, and that was to do the preparation work on the Saturday and get the concrete in on the Monday. But believe it or not, they had the whole thing done and dusted, including the concrete put in by 3 o'clock on Saturday on the same. So it really is. I'm not trying to overstate this, but it really is a transformational project that was undertaken and has been universally welcomed by the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that have contacted me to thank me for the work that was done there, because it would take people from the Kilbrony area to the Ferried Lane or to the forest direction. It would be a shortcut for them and cuts out maybe a half or 3/4 of a mile in doing so. And then the reverse of that is that the people from Newtown and the people from Forestbrook and the people from that end of the lane would be able to use this right of way to go to the graveyard, and indeed families then will use it going both ways. So universally welcomed, as I say, and an absolutely superb job. And my most grateful thanks to the local contractor, who shall remain nameless, but he's in that picture, and that man there in the skip, Ned Parr, and the local legend that is Ned Parr. I'm gonna name the people, because I didn't do this on Facebook, but the people that helped last Saturday. There was Jarlath Tinnelly, Keith Tinnelly, Luke Clergan, Brent McLaughlin, Paul Smith, David Hicks, Ned Parr. And I will get choked if I've left anybody out. I think that's everybody. Oh, Collie McStay. Collie was driving the digger. And what a job that man done. He done an absolutely incredible job. But that's one for the whole community. It was great community spirit. The community actually contributed to the cost of the materials. The contractor donated his time and plant machinery to facilitate the work, but the local residents actually come up with the readies to provide the materials, like the stone and the concrete and so on and so forth. And I see a few people have autographed it that I didn't actually see on the day, so it just shows you. And somebody seen that photograph and they contacted me and they says, I see the Liverpool goalie was involved as well. So anyway, I'm going to send a message to that guy Adrian. I'll not embarrass him, but I know who he is, because there's not too many Adrians down there. And Adrian, if you're watching this, or anybody else is watching it, I hope that they let Adrian know that wee autograph there is going to cost him 50 quid. So that's me, Cal. That's me for this week. Once again, anybody wants to contact me, there's the notice up about Louise. We did touch on that, about the youth club notes. Anybody wants to contact me for birthdays or anniversaries, or just to shout out, please do so any week before 5 o'clock on the Wednesday, and I will do this with a heart and a half. Now, just to let people know, I am back on here in about half an hour's time with the Destination Newry TV GA show. So looking forward to that. So that's me. That's it for